Hey guys, I've come up with a new story for Vine Man. Um, it's called Vine Man 5 An Unexpected Battle. Trent Rogers, or Briarstorm, moves to South America and falls in love with a beautiful woman from Peru who actually turns out to be evil. She uses him for sex and tries to get him killed. And then Trent ends up in prison because of her false rape accusation, and he is in turn raped by a gang of men working for the cartel in the prison. After serving his time and building muscle and getting out of prison, Trent becomes a scientist and does some research on the cure that Vine Angel used against Briarstorm and Vine Man 4 to turn him human again, and finds out it came from a special liquid found on a rock on Mars called Chemical X. Trent does some research to find out if the chemical has an antidote and comes up with a formula to reverse the cure's effects. Trent injects the antidote into his bloodstream and now finds he can turn into Briarstorm only when he thinks about something that makes him angry. Trent uses his anger about his past to fuel his transformation back into Briarstorm and finds a way to bring Flame Freak back to life. Together, they start punishing evildoers and become anti-heroes instead of villains, and make their way into the historic sanctuary at Machu Picchu and build a huge temple for people to start worshiping them as gods. The Peruvian park rangers and government officials decide on a plan to bring Vine Man back to Peru and contact David Rogers, who is on duty in Africa. When David hears about this, he vows to find a way to again become Vine Man and fight for the freedom of the people of Peru. While Trent is triggered by his anger to become Briarstorm, David is triggered by calming his mind and using mindfulness techniques to transform into Vine Man. Vine Man has to be able to find the temple that Briarstorm has created and be able to navigate all the booby traps left for him inside in order to confront Briarstorm. After he navigates the temple, Vine Man has to come up with a plan to trick Briarstorm to focus on something besides anger in order for him to transform back into Trent Rogers. Briarstorm is not easily tricked, however, as Vine Man will soon discover, and Vine Man struggles to remain mindful so he does not revert back to David Rogers. The Flame Freak shoots balls of fire at Vine Man to keep him away from Briarstorm, and Vine Man tries his best to dodge them. As the fighting progresses, Briarstorm transforms into his demonic form, and Vine Man transforms into Vine Angel. Briarstorm yells loudly at Vine Angel that this time he's not focused on killing people randomly, and that he's only killing bad criminals and terrorists, making him more of an anti-hero instead of a villain. They start fighting again, and Vine Angel swings his flaming sword at Briarstorm's unprotected areas. Briarstorm then snaps his fingers, and a countdown has begun that will destroy the temple and anyone inside. Briarstorm transforms back to Trent Rogers and tells Vine Angel to transform too if he wants to escape. Trent shows David the way to escape the temple, but then he says, "When this temple is destroyed, I and Flame Freak will be destroyed with it." David shouts at Trent, "Come with me and save yourselves." Trent replies, "Believe me, David, you're the only one who gives a shit anymore." Trent and Flame Freak stay behind. David makes his way to a safe exit that takes about 5 minutes, and just enough time to see the temple be destroyed in an implosion from a safe distance. David is sad to see Trent/Briarstorm and Flame Freak die in an implosion, but honors their memory by erecting a statue of Trent/Briarstorm and Flame Freak from the rubble of the temple. He is comforted by the fact that Trent/Briarstorm and Flame Freak became heroes in the last few years of their lives and thinks he will see them again someday. Visitors to the historic sanctuary at Machu Picchu come from all over the earth to pay tribute to the villain turned hero that Briarstorm/Trent and Flame Freak became. The end. That's the final story of the Vine Man story, and I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a good day. Thanks for listening. Bye.